Okay, so I'm doing this segment at the end where it's called Misery Loves Company. So it is people send in their miserable moments and we read them. And today is sponsored by this company called Jude. So I have an overactive bladder, which means I pee all the time. So I be popping behind Red Barns. Left and right. I think I've peed everywhere. Yeah. I've marked my territory like your dog. So this supplement, I take it, and they sponsored the podcast. So they have a community on Facebook, Jude Community Stories. So I have stories from some fellow pee fellows, some fellow peers, some fellow peers. Okay, let's see what we got.
We'll work on that name.
Wait, what was the name we came up with, my listeners?
Los Miserables?
Los Miserables. We're still working on it.
I've peed outdoors a couple times. Maybe like 5.
Yeah.
Where
a popular squat?
Yeah. One time I was on crutches.
Really?
Yeah, and I couldn't make it to my apartment. I got to the door, put the key in, and my bladder was like, "You're home!" And it went right there in front of it. It was, I've never run on crutches before, and I was like a gazelle. With my broken foot. I was really determined not to pee on myself, and it didn't make it.
That's the worst when you're right there.
I
the
know.
amount of times I have peed my pants in the bathroom stall. I was like, I couldn't have gotten any closer. I just couldn't get the pants off in time. And I have like 4 pants I have to find a seamstress at shows where I've panicked because I think at a comedy show I'm gonna pee my pants before my set.
Yeah.
So I rip off my pants and I break my zippers. Oh, no. So then I've gone on stage with broken zippers. Now I buy buttons.
Oh, okay. So that's who buy buttons. I was always like, who buys button flies? Now I get it.
You gotta go, I gotta pee. That's
just rip it. Yeah.
Worse to put on, but at least you get to put them back on. That's the positive of the button.
You might need those gigolo pants that you could just rip off on stage.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah. So
when's your birthday? I might have to get you a
June.
pair. Okay. Good to know.
Okay, so let's see these pee stories. So many years ago, I stayed the weekend in a tall 3-story house. The problem was there was only one toilet in the only bathroom of the whole house. First of all, that would be a nightmare to me. And you.
Yeah. I actually have a very strong bladder usually, which is why I think at that time I pushed it to the limit. Like I should have gone to the bathroom before. Like I had to go to the bathroom, but I'm like, I'll drive home and go home. Mm-hmm. Nothing like peeing at home, it hits different.
Best place to pee.
So I was like, I can make it.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Almost.
Yeah.
But
so close. Okay. So many years ago, I stayed the weekend in a tall 3-story house. The problem was there was only one toilet in the only bathroom for the whole house. Sunday morning, the man of the house was soaking for hours in the bath. He was not the type to ask to budge, but I was dying for a wee. But I had a basin in my bedroom. Yes, I perched on said basin and peed. Oh, the relief. But I am a larger lady, and the inevitable happened. The basin came away from the wall. The cover-up story was that I had leaned on the basin to examine an ulcer in my mouth. Been there.
That's so specific.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I've totally pissed in cups.
Yeah, I did that once in my garage. And let's just say the cup runneth over.
I know! It's so much more pee than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, truly. I was like, why did I even bother? There was pee all over my hand.
Have you ever done it? I've tried peeing in a car before. And you're like, you just have to suck it in. Because you're like, oh no, that's going to overflow.
I feel like I might have peed in a car before. But yeah, there's so much more pee than I expected.
Yeah.
Like I was.
You don't realize when you're peeing in a cup, like when you're peeing in a toilet, that it is so much.
Yeah, because the toilet's big.
blends in their water. First of all, this guy shouldn't have been taking a long bath if he knows there's only one bathroom. I think I might have said this before, but one time I was about to pee my pants. Because our apartment has one bathroom.
Yeah.
I was pacing around. I was like, he's got to be out soon.
Yeah.
And then I walk in eventually. I'm like, I'm coming in and I got to go.
Yeah.
He is, he's not ironing. He's, steaming our pillowcases. I was like, what are you doing? Leave the bathroom. You don't think he's ever steamed a pillowcase I've never seen this happen before.
Today was the day.
And I'm just holding it. I think I'm going to die. So, but I do come up with cover-up stories too. Like anytime I do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, did you, when you were in the yard, did you think about, like, what am I going to say if anyone catches me? Like, plan a cover-up story?
I don't think there was any cover-up for that. It was just brazen.
Yeah.
It was what it was. I mean, I don't even know what the story would be. Because it's, I mean, you know, I'd be caught red-handed.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh, that made me think of so when my mom stayed at my place, we had like a pull-out bed, and last time have you ever been to Silver Lake Ramen?
I've heard of it. I have not been.
It's the best ramen, but we got it to go, and it's like these big cover-ups. So probably like her basin, like a big cup.
Yeah.
And she was like, I kept going pee that night, and I felt awful going into your bedroom multiple times. Like she was like, it is like the kind of thing, like when you go to the bathroom, you're like, okay, you could bug someone. But like at the third time, you're like, I am going to hold it until I die. So the following time she visited, she was like, I peed in, we got ramen again, and she started dying laughing. And I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, last time I visited, I pissed in this in your kitchen. And I was like, Mom, just go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You're not going to bug us. So, yeah,
what happens after you pee in that?
I guess she threw it down the sink and cleaned the sink. It's really gross if you think the follow-up. And yeah, what happened to this lady? Where'd you put the pee after that? That's the next part. But when you have to go, you're just thinking about, let's just get the pee out, and then we'll think of the next step.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the hierarchy of needs. It's just like, okay, the pee has to come out, everything else comes after. You know, priorities change.
Exactly. My mom keeps telling me to write a joke about how, like, when you have to go to the bathroom, how you lower your standards for the bathroom, as in, like, you get older and lower your standards for men. You're like, I'm not peeing in a gas station. I'm better than that. And then you end up just, like, pissing outside as you just, like, you're like, it doesn't matter anymore.
The bladder probably doesn't get stronger with age.
No.
I would assume.
But with Jude supplements, you can... Seamless. All right, so the second story. I keep a shiwi in the caravan in case of emergencies. But we had some friends over, and the wife offered to help in the kitchen. I turned around to find her using the shiwi as a funnel for the meat juices.
Oh, no.
I didn't have the heart to tell her, but had to giggle to myself as we ate. Note to self, hide it out of reach.
Oh, wow.
I have one of those. Have you seen them? Mine's called a Go Girl. It's like a funnel for your vagina.
Yeah.
If I saw someone using that for meat, yeah, that's what it is.
But why would she think to use that for meat?
I guess... What does it say? She used it to
drain the meat juices, probably cooking ground beef or bacon or something.
She thought
use it as a funnel in the kitchen.
She stored her shiwi in the kitchen.
They are in their camper. So
okay.
And guess you gotta keep those things private. I wouldn't have said anything either, but I feel like I would have died laughing. Like I feel like or I guess maybe when the person left, she was probably laughing at it, like with her partner or something.
I mean, I assume it must have been fully clean because she didn't freak out. They ate it.
Yeah, they ate the food. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm surprised that she was able to, she didn't stop her right away. I was like, no.
Maybe it was
Sterile, I'm fine.
yeah. Maybe it was too far gone.
Yeah.
Like she went by the time she's like, what's done is done.
Yeah.
You don't.
Maybe it wasn't cooked yet, so
That seems like
burn
that.
away all the germs.
I hope so. That seems like it would be a scene in a God, I'm dying with names today. In a like a Meet
Let's
the
take it
Focker,
back.
a Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Technically, if you were just draining the meat juices, you're holding this in your hand, you're pouring the juices into it. It's not like you're pouring the meat into the funnel or anything. So she just had pee in her hand. They weren't eating pee.
Well, no, if you pee through the funnel and it wasn't
pouring
clean.
into the funnel is just going in the trash. You're draining meat juices.
Well, maybe was she
Oh.
squeezing it above, or was she setting the meat on the wider part at the top? I don't know.
It could be weird if you put the meat in the funnel. Like, pan into the funnel to like drain into a can or something, maybe.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't as bad
Yeah.
as it
Not
sounds.
as feral as we thought.
Yeah.
Hopefully. My imagination's just trying to stomach it better.
My imagination, it was pouring the juice onto like the turkey.
Oh goodness. oh my God.
I don't know.
Pea-based thing, right?
It's so funny. Yeah, if you guys are listening, you don't have a shiwi, those things come in handy. I bring those out on Halloween when there's nowhere to pee. Or like hiking, stuff like that. You're like, here we go. I got a little pepe.
So it's just so you have something to aim with.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it's gives you pretty much a penis.
And then in the car, have you used it in the car?
I have not used it in the car.
Because I've seen devices where people basically can pee when they're driving. Women can pee when they're driving.
What? I need that.
And it looks like there's like a tube that leads to some sort of bag or container. So, I mean.
The Shiwi car and camp pack.
Whoa!
Oh!
We need that.
The dreaded traffic jam. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Desperate for the loo and not a toilet in sight. The Shiwi car and camp pack is the perfect solution for those dilemmas.
$30? That's cheap.
I wonder how many of those have been used in the 405.
Cheaper than car detailing.
Yeah. Definitely a lot in LA traffic for sure.
If you're an Uber driver, do you keep a courtesy one for your passengers?
No way. They'd get a 5-star for me.
I think if you pee in like an Uber driver's car, then they can charge you
I
a
think
fine.
so.
Just like I've heard that you can do that with throwing up. People
That
throw
makes
up.
sense.
So yeah.
Oh. Well,
And then like I don't know if I could clean out the shiwi after every drive.
yeah,
Not
would
every-
you
yeah.
remember?
I'd just be like, you have to go outside.
There's a you use it, you buy it policy involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Little disposable plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic chiwis are not a bad idea.
I think they should all be disposable. That would actually be a better idea. My friend gave me these bags that you can pee in. I forgot what they're called, but it's like you pee in it and her husband's in the Navy.
Yeah.
So she gave me, I guess they have those for there, but I don't know.
You have all the accessories
I
for
know.
peeing. I love it.
Every Christmas people just buy me pee accessories. You pee in it, it's supposed to like turn it into like a hard, like make it hard or something. It sounds like it's like cat litter. Enough of my pee devices.